Hi everyone, it's Amanda. It's been a while since I've done a planner setup video, and I hadn't done anything for 2018 yet. So I thought I would share with you kind of like my planning style for 2018. And this planner right here is a KikiK. You typically probably see me with a personal planner that's a Filofax. But I really like the KikiK. I don't know if you can tell, but the rings here are a little bit bigger than a Filofax. And you know, Filofax has my heart. But with KikiK, it has a bigger ring. And I was looking for something that I could stuff a little bit more into because I like to stuff my planners a lot. And then I also am using it for more things this year. And so I wanted to just kind of experiment with this. This particular one, I believe, is retired from KikiK, and I purchased it off of a Facebook group probably about a year ago, and I want to say I paid about $40 or $45 for it used, and it was like in pristine condition because I've used it more than several times, multiple times, and I would say I'm pretty hard on planners. And if I'm not hard on a planner, it's because I don't use it. And then I'm thinking about destashing some of the ones I don't use, but I'll think about it. So anyway, in this planner is my 2018 setup. The new ways I'm using my personal planner this year, as well as the Cocoa Daisy kit for February is also in here. It is my last month for the Cocoa Daisy kit. It wasn't any, I stopped my subscription, not for any reason that I don't like the company or the quality or anything like that. It's just I wanted to use the money in other ways each month, and I already have some things that I was finding I was getting duplicates by ordering the kit. So anyway, I'll start with opening up, and I don't think I've ever shown anybody this kit, but it has nice little dots on the inside. It's very durable. It's real leather. I love it. So anyway, I have some little journaling cards in the front pocket. This one says always, and it came from Cocoa Daisy. I had this one in my stash, and it's just a nice little Valentine's Day one that says, all you need is love. And then this one here is actually an insert from Inkwell Press that I've had for a while. And it says give grace. And the reason why I have this stuck in here is because I've kind of told myself that grace is going to be my word of the year. And I've even written it down here, back here. But basically to extend grace to myself, to be gentle on myself and not so critical. And then also to give grace to other people and not be so critical of them and accept imperfections and different things like that. So that's that. I start off this 2018 for February with a kit that I have in my Etsy store, and this is called Mon Amour, and it's very Valentine's Day theme, vintagey. And I absolutely adore this paper and this kit. I just have a little journaling card there, and then this is the dashboard. Behind the dashboard, I start getting into my Cocoa Daisy things, and you see it kind of, these things duplicate a little bit, which is, like I said, one of the reasons why I canceled my Cocoa Daisy kit. But this little February is tab, it says Hello February. It is my month on one page view, calendar view. And then I go into my 2-month calendar view, 2-page calendar view, and this is also the Cocoa Daisy kit. I'll take this out. I decorated this view a little bit with the Cocoa Daisy stickers that come with the kit, and then I added birthdays and my travel dates and just important stuff like that. And I added this little quote that says, "A life lived in love will never be dull." And that is from a Etsy planner shop that I have had it in my stash for quite a while. After that comes another Cocoa Daisy divider. This is my month at a glance, but it's more like a year at a glance. It is my So Much Crafting calendar pages, and these are what I'll use now that I'm done with my Cocoa Daisy subscription. This will be my monthly view going forward. And then I have my extended calendar view for my travel schedule. And then I have my year on 2 pages. So I really like having this, especially when I'm planning and I need to look forward to some dates. I have some forward planning pages here. It says important dates for next year. So I have that. And then I come to my weekly view. I have, I decorate my weekly views a lot. These are also So Much Crafting. And probably when these are done, I will also move into some stuff I have in my stash and use that before I purchase any more. But this one is kind of like using stickers for this week that are just mainly leftover stickers. I kind of just doodled there. And then this is my last week, and then I've already taken out some of them to make room for March. So I have February in here, and I believe I've already started decorating. So I'm going to be in Atlanta next week, so I already have this prepped for when I'm away out of town. And then this one is Valentine's Day week, and it is a very busy week for me. So that's why this one is already planned out as well. As you can see, this is Valentine's Day. It's my anniversary. It's my stepdad's birthday. It's my son's birthday. There's so much going on, and my cousin's birthday. So that's already decorated. And then the week after, I'm going to be in Mexico. And I found this kit in my stash, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use this for when the next time I'm in Mexico. And just so that I wouldn't forget, I went ahead and laid it down. And this kit is from Hurricane Randy. Love this kit. Love this little sticker too. I believe it's Olivia 10 Street. Hand draws these and makes them into stickers. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I just have my March in here because I do like to put down some dates ahead of time. I started planning, you can tell I just love stickers. I started planning, this kit is from Lisa Lorene Plans. And then I think the only other week I have so far, I have some like notes and things like that, but is St. Patrick's Day. And the only reason I went ahead and did this, and I actually did it before I even put this in my planner, which is because I've been cleaning out my stickers. I've been trying to get rid of all of my old stuff to make room for new stuff. And I just want to really try to be conscientious this year of using what I have and not just buying everything as it comes out and hoarding it. I'm trying to use what I have and then make conscientious purchases. Or conscious purchases is probably a better word to say. So that's why I found this. It was like one sheet. I think it was, maybe, is it a Alexa & Co. or 320 Designs? I'm not sure which it was because I've had it so long in my stash, but I went ahead and put that down. So after my weekly views, I come to my daily to-dos, and basically this is just my giant to-do list for business and for personal. And I think I'm going to keep my business one in here, but I'm going to move my my personal to-do list to my A5 planner because that is something that's long-term and I keep adding to it. And I kind of view my personal planner as things that change every month. And my A5 planner stays at home and it's just things that change on a yearly basis. So, you know, like things I'll put in there are like long-term projects, vacations that take a long time to plan for, budgets, all these things that are over an extended period of time go in my A5 planner so that I don't have to change it all around all the time. So after that, it's another Cocoa Daisy divider, and this is just a list section. And so far, I just have my books that are on my Kindle bookshelf to read. I have ones that I had from last year that I didn't read, but I kept them in here so I could finish them. And basically I only read 27 books last year, and I find that to be horrible. So that is one of my big goals this year, is to read more. The next section is travel plans, and this is where I'm switching it up a little bit. I love my travel notebook, and I'm still keeping it for journaling and things like that, but I'm kind of putting my travel journal, not my journaling, but my travel journaling into my personal planner. And because what I found is, you know, when I make a little section for when I go out of town, I travel, or I have special occasions, I kind of do this little, you know, cover page. I monitor the dates, I make notes of what I'm doing for each day, and I thought, you know, if I put a little bit more effort into this, it's more of a travel journal than it really is, you know, like just a note section or whatever, or a plan section. So I tried it last month, and I'll kind of show you how it turned out. I'm storing them in this binder. I did a review of this Jane Davenport planner. Let's see, it's up, I'll put the link below, but I did a review of this planner a couple months ago, and when I got it, I said, I love this planner, but I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Well, now I have a use for it, and it's going to be storage of all my 2018 monthly travel journal sections from my personal planner. So to go back to just January, when I was in Mexico City, I had this on here for my trip, and then each day behind it is something, it's kind of like my travel notes, and basically travel journaling. So I have all my flight information here, and then where I'm going to be. I included my packing list, things I want to note for my next trip, which I probably will take that out. But then I have, you know, a little schedule. I decorated a little bit of all my days in Mexico, and then I did a little bit of journaling on the back, which I will kind of like hide a little bit because it is, I do write personal things in there. And then let's see, this day here, I went to lunch with one of my coworkers in Mexico at La Pescaderia, and had shrimp tacos. That was pretty nice. And then the next day was probably my best day ever, and I'm going to include some pictures in this as well, but I have not added them yet. But we went to a Mexican market where you can buy all kinds of things, and you get to negotiate your price and different stuff like that. It was awesome. And then we went to the center part of the city with all the old buildings. I mean, we're talking like ancient buildings, cathedrals, etc. And it was nighttime. It was absolutely beautiful. We walked through the streets of, I believe it's Plinth, and then we had dinner at, I want to say, oh, I can't remember the name of the place we had dinner. Let's see, Balcón de Zocalo. I'm probably butchering that name, but it was at the top of a hotel, and one side was all windows. And I mean, not all windows, it was all open air. So we're up really high in the air, you know, because we're on the top of the hotel, and then we're looking over the square of the city center. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I'm going to add some pictures to this, and I was so amazed. So it was like one of my best days ever. This is just a little card from one of the vendors at the market, Ciudadela Market. And it's basically a market that's aimed at tourists. So if you go other places, you might be able to get a better price, but you can negotiate there. This day we were supposed to go to Taxco. However, I was not feeling good. My allergies were really bad, and you know, I've had this cold, and it was maybe not even allergies, but it was just, I couldn't breathe. Couldn't talk and I just felt kind of under the weather. So we didn't do that, but Dave and we did walk around the World Trade Center in the afternoon. We went to see a movie. We thought we were going to see it in Spanish because it was La Forma del Agua, which is the shape of water, but it ended up being in English with Spanish subtitles. But we don't speak Spanish very well yet, but we were able to buy tickets, order food, and with whatever little Spanish we knew. And so I just put that in there, and I have a space back here to add some pictures as well. The next day was probably my second favorite, best day ever. You know, this is outside of weddings, birthday, you know, children being born. I'm talking like vacation stuff. We went to the ruins at Teotihuacan, which I know I am probably butchering that as well because it's hard to say. And it is these ancient pyramids and ruins, and it looks like this right here, which I kind of put that up a little bit, but it's more than this. It's like 1.5 miles or 3 kilometers? I don't know. It's like the Avenue of Death. You have to walk down that, and then you're going up and down all these old ruins and everything. And then there's a couple of big pyramids, and it was amazing. Like in the US, I don't experience a whole lot of old stuff because we're fairly a new country. So to see all these old relics and ruins and pyramids, it was amazing. We went to the museum that's there, and you see all these old artifacts. I loved it, and I took probably this. We packed all this in 2.5 days, and I probably took 500 pictures, and that's maybe an exaggeration, but I don't know. And but then for lunch we went to, after we were done at the pyramids, we went to this restaurant that was a cave, and you walk down into it. It's called La Gruta, and you walk down inside of it. It's all these tables, nice tables with linen tablecloths, and you're inside of a cave, but it's all lit up with little candles everywhere. And then they have some traditional dancers that come down, you know, like a ceremonial type thing. I just loved it. I can't really recommend the food there, but you don't go for the food, you go for the atmosphere and things like that at that particular restaurant. So yeah, that was like the best thing ever. And I noted everything as we went along. I started to try to write down how much it cost while we were there, and then I'm going to add pictures. But this will be my travel notebook, a conglomeration of all the trips I've been in 2018, and we'll see how it goes. If I like it, then I'll probably use inexpensive planners like this to store other things. So getting back on track, because I kind of diverted a little bit, I have I'm going to Atlanta, Solidarity Week, and then I've already built in my packing list, my just daily things. It's Solidarity Week next week, so there's different days, different activities every day. And this, I'll make notes here just like I journaled when I was in Mexico. And try to add some pictures as well. And I'm trying to think of how I can make it a little bit more creative and arty also, because sometimes when I'm sitting, this is one of the things that went into my decision, is I'm be sitting at the hotel at night, especially when you're in Mexico and it's Spanish TV. I run out of things to do, so I just the next section, as I said, February is a very busy month, so I just put another little section in here for our anniversary and for Valentine's Day, and because I know we will do special things that day, that weekend, and then my son's birthday, because I know we will do something special there. So it's kind of like I turned it into, my planner is a little bit of a scrapbook. but they're mostly places I go, not just everyday things. The next section is Mexico, because I am going to Mexico again in February. And this will be, I don't know if this will be my last trip or if I'll have one more in March, because we're coming down to the end of the project. But this was just a piece of scrapbook paper, and I colored in some parts with my Prismacolor colored pencils just to give it a little more interest. And then I have the same things behind here for that trip as well. The next section is my February goals, which I will just kind of go over because those are personal too, but it's just a section where I can keep February goals and kind of annual goals as well. So after I move out of the Cocoa Daisy, I'll change this to just a goals section. This divider is just from my stash, one that I've used in the past, and it has my my projects. And I created a Operation Downsizing project, which is what I'm talking about, using all the stuff I have. And then I have another project, my income tax project, and my calendar that I use for my taxes to know when I travel. I have a home section where I'm going to try noting my steps again with my Fitbit and see if that motivates me to keep going. And then I took some of my week on 1 day pages and tried to put it into a menu, and I thought this is might be just the right thing I'm looking for to use up these week on 1 day pages from Cocoa Daisy. I think they're so cute. Cocoa Daisy has like the best graphics and everything's really pretty. My shopping list and some recipe things there. Next I have a finance section, which I'll kind of like hold together, but in this section I have some debt items that I'm trying to pay off, some online purchases that I'm tracking, and then my business expenses that I'm tracking, which I'm kind of wondering if I should put that in with my taxes, but I don't know. Then I have a video section, and then this section is all the ideas I have for videos, and I think I have a wish list in here of things I want to do buy for videos as well. Trying to be a little bit more planning about it and not just going to Michael's and purchasing everything. Then I have a journaling section. I do write for some Kindle books, so I have ideas and things that I keep in there. And then I have some Etsy notes of things I want to do for my Etsy shop. And then in the back, and oh yeah, these are all part of that Mon Amour kit that I have in my shop. I love these papers so much. These dividers are gorgeous, and they have patterns on both sides, so really pretty. And then I have stickers in the back that I bought from several different shops that I use in my planner. And then that's about it. Oh, I have this little thing from my stash that I added a label that says Post-its, and I've got Post-it notes that I keep on the back, and then the plastic fly leaf. And this makes up everything for my personal planner for 2018. I have a couple of different planners that I use for pretty planning, and I haven't quite decided which one I'm going to commit to for 2018, because I have the Happy Planner, I have the Erin Condren. I don't need to invest in anything. The only thing I have purchased new in that area for pretty planning has been the Simple Stories planner, and I'll review that when I get it. It was a very good price on scrapbook.com. And the reason why I got that is because I've really been loving Simple Stories lately, so I kind of wanted to see what they have. So that's everything, and I'm thinking maybe of making a video of some of my pictures from Mexico and just have it playing with music. I don't know if anybody be interested in that or not, but you can let me know if you are. And I really want to thank you for supporting me and my channel. And I hope you have a really good day and a really good 2018. And may it be the best year ever. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.